Hi everyone, happy Monday. This is day 8 of 21 of my Facebook Live vulnerability campaign. And today I've thought about kind of what I should talk about, and it's come to my attention through talking with Wes, my boyfriend, that maybe people might not understand why I'm doing this, or what might be the benefit of being vulnerable. And I have for the past 4 years been on quite the journey of self-growth and constantly moving forward and empowering myself to be my true self. And being vulnerable allows you to be your true self and to understand the things about yourself that are programmed into you without maybe realizing that they're there. Your subconscious kind of programming. When you're vulnerable, it basically, like I've said before in previous posts, it's like opening your heart and kind of feeling those painful things. And how you're able to use it as a growth or potential for growth is to open your heart, feel these things that cause you to be uncomfortable, and then taking a bigger, like a better look at why it causes you to be uncomfortable. Asking yourself, where does this come from? Do I really want to feel this way? Like, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it helps you from doing something negative. So they're not always a bad thing to feel these kind of negative things. But if it's stopping you from maybe reaching a goal or reaching out to someone that could help you, being vulnerable allows you to see where these wounds are that really aren't helping you anymore, that you've been using them to kind of stay safe. And as a young kid, maybe you had to use them. They kept you safe in situations, like emotionally safe, physically safe, however. And being vulnerable in your later stages, when you're actually able to look at these things and kind of root them out and heal them, it allows you to grow and to really move into the life you want to live. Because a lot of us have problems with finances, we have problems with our weight, we have problems with relationships. I mean, all these things I've had problems with, and to know why maybe we do the negative things that we do, why we eat that whole bag of chips when we don't really feel like it, why we keep dating those people, is these negative kind of thoughts that are in our head, and being vulnerable allows you to have those thoughts poked at, and then to be gentle on yourself and say, okay, well, I don't really believe that anymore. Like, I don't really think that works for me. It doesn't really serve me anymore. And so the process for me being vulnerable is, I feel something uncomfortable and I take the step anyways. And then I see how I react to it. So is the thing actually negative? Is it actually hurting me to do it? Or is it just a story I'm telling myself? And once I realize, like, no, like, nothing really bad happened. Like, nothing really bad happened. Everything's fine. In fact, it's probably better than it was before. I can rewrite that story in my head. I can say, okay, so, like, yeah, I don't need to feel negative about this. I don't need to feel like it's a bad thing to do. It's not. So that to me is what the benefit of being vulnerable is, and how it can really work for you in your life, and why it's something that I would suggest as many people as possible try it, because you're also coming from your authentic self when you're being vulnerable. And I mean, if everybody came from their authentic selves, man, this world would just be, it would be a lot more happy and amazing. Anyways, be you, love you, and I hope to hear from you guys. Have a good night.